Listen,
It's
Nyla is
a
cutting up already. Okay.
because she heard the music.
She heard the music and she's like, I'm trying to be down.
I, she
Listen.
she got that bark going because the music is fire. The music is fire.
The music is
Let
fire.
that dog bark and get her
Oh
bark
my
on and let her be
goodness.
great.
And literally, she started barking like when the music came
When
on.
when when the beat dropped,
Well, she is my dog, and
and
I
and
do
we love
like
her,
music,
and we
and
love
we
her,
love her.
and we love her. So there's
Hey,
that.
I guess I should start.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Good
Hi.
evening. Good evening. Hey,
Florida
Florida.
is in the house.
Florida's in the house. Hey, hey, hey. We are so excited to be here. This is doing the Doctorate season 2.
Two.
And I am Dr. Kesslin, founder of the PhD Consultants, where we help you get in, through, and out of your doctoral program. We are so excited to have you here. Before we get started, let me just remind you to subscribe
Yes.
to the YouTube page. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Follow us. Our info is at the bottom of the screen. Follow us, and we need you to like, and we want you to share, and all of that good stuff, right? Because we think we have good stuff to say,
We do.
right?
We do. And you always have good stuff to say.
And you always drop an oism,
Ooh,
okay?
oh,
Speaking of
ism.
oism, you all know I don't do this alone, right? You know that I have with me, beside me in studio, almost next
Almost in
season.
studio.
I have the incomparable early educator, specialist, and the incomparable, the amazing, the always having something deep to say with her oisms, Dr. O. Hey!
Hey,
Oh,
oh,
hey!
hey.
How you doing, O? How
I'm
you
good. How
doing?
are you? But you didn't give us the formal introduction of who you are, and you need to do that just in case someone is tuning in for the first time. So be sure to like and share and subscribe and tell us who you are and why we're here because you're the reason why we're here.
Well, since you insist. I am Dr. Kesslin, owner, founder of the PhD Consultants, where we help you get in, through, and out of your doctoral program. Our goal is to make sure that you know that your research matters.
Matters.
And so, in this podcast, we provide you with information and inspiration to help you get through your doctoral program.
Yes.
Now, today you may see some sweat on my brow
It's all
because
good.
the temperature does not know what it wants to do. Listen, I had the heat on,
And then it
and
was hot.
then it
Yeah.
was hot.
Yeah, it's
Like,
confusing. It's confusing. If you're in the DMV area, you know exactly what we are
man,
talking about. It goes through all four seasons in 1 week, and
and
sometimes in 2 days.
3 days. 3 days. I turned my heat on because, nonetheless. Good evening,
Hey,
everybody. We are
everybody.
so glad to have you here. Oh, I got a chance to see Arthur yesterday.
Yeah, I saw y'all were together. He
We
he's
were
at the
together.
he's at the football game with you, and I'm at the farm with the kids.
So you, I won't say what you should have had a great time at the farm.
It was a
We,
great time. It was a
yeah,
beautiful day for
it
both.
was a beautiful day.
For
It
both.
really was a
So,
beautiful day for
so I'm
both.
not complaining. It was good. It was good.
It really was a beautiful day. Well, good to have you here.
Yeah.
Good
In
to
the
have you
studio
here.
almost.
In the studio, almost. Listen, we promise we will.
Season
Season 3. Season 3. We will be in the studio.
Oh my gosh.
As long as Arthur said, as long as we keep growing, it's good.
Yes.
It's all good.
That's
It's all
that's
good.
true. That's
So
true.
we are so excited to have you here. We always start the show with a doing the doctorate thought. Nyla
Mhm.
wants to give the thought today.
Let her be great.
Let her be great. Okay, I'll
She's
let her
not
be great.
bothering me.
Okay, all right. So here's our thought for the day. Representation is powerful. It's powerful. It can reinforce beliefs and guide behaviors. Be sure to surround yourself with people who represent what you should believe about yourselves and model behavior that you will use to manifest your doctoral dream. I know that was a lot. Listen, representation
It
matters.
matters.
Representation matters. It is so powerful. It can reinforce beliefs and guide behavior. So, if that is the case, you should be sure to surround yourself
Mhm.
with people who believe in you and who manifest behaviors that will guide you to your doctoral degree, right? Help you fulfill your doctoral dreams. Manifestation, it happens, but you need to be in the right place. Somebody would say you need to be in miracle territory,
Ooh,
right? And you need to have
I
people
like that.
around you who can guide you into miracle territory. They've been there, they've done it. So, oh, I will tell you, never was that more true than
Mm,
this past weekend.
yes.
We got a chance, and I know I've talked about this for the last 2 weeks, but we got a chance to honor one of my mentors, Dr. Edith Clay Fraser. I say her whole name
Blooming.
because she is so amazing.
Mm.
She has been a social work educator for 39 years, and we
Wow.
got a chance to honor her at the one of our major professional meetings. We got a chance to honor her with the Lifetime Achievement Award. But it was so cool, right? Not only were we, being our wonderful selves, yelling and all of that when she was,
I love
she's
it.
like, my students are, they are crazy. Yes, we are. But what was so cool? We, so many of us are in social work education because she was an amazing teacher.
Mm,
More than that, we have about 7 of us now who achieved our doctoral degrees because she
that's awesome.
represented it.
That's
She did
awesome.
it first.
That's awesome.
For those of us who were early, we saw her go through her program and get her degree. And so
Mm,
she was like, she set the bar for us. She represented what we needed to see. We can do it if she could do it. And we did.
that's awesome.
We took a picture. It was so
That's
cool. And
awesome.
that was just those of us who were there. Right? There are some of us who are vice presidents of universities,
Mm,
special assistants to presidents, chairs. I mean, she she did it for us. She did it for us. So,
yeah.
you know, it reminded me that representation matters.
Yeah. Yeah.
It matters.
It
Being
does.
around people who believe and do, right? Talk to me, oh. Your
That part.
thoughts.
It totally matters. Representation allows you to see what's possible, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
when I see it, I can be it. And when
Yes.
I see it and it
Wait,
reflects,
here you go. Here, write that down.
when
I
I
hope you're like
uh,
recording everything that I call a Oism.
listen, Dwayne, did you write that down? Shout
Dwayne,
out,
hey Dwayne,
shout out
hey
to
Dwayne,
Dwayne.
MD, hey.
Yeah, she is an amazing woman, and because you saw it in her, and she looked like you. She was a
Yes,
reflection of you. So if I
yes.
can see it and it reflects me, then it's possible for me. And I think what's so okay, y'all. Shameless confession. I started watching The Gilded Age. I just started last night, and I was
Hey.
hooked. And one of the reasons why I was hooked is one of the characters is a black female who is a writer, and she's a
Mm.
published getting published in that Gilded Age time when
Mm.
it was segregation separate and all that things. But I love that representation there because they're not showing her being subservient, somebody's nanny, somebody's maid,
Mm-hmm.
somebody in the
Mm-hmm.
field picking cotton. We've seen all those images, right? And we need to see those images of those academic, prolific writers.
Absolutely.
She is
Yes.
getting published as a writer in a
Mm.
time where she couldn't even vote.
Mm.
And so for me, I was feeding off of that, and I was like, man, if we told more narratives and we showed more representation, then our children would aspire to acquiesce to more than just athletics and entertainment. They would aspire to academics. You know how many more children aspire to be president and
Mm-hmm.
first lady? It's because
Yes.
they saw it,
Yes.
because they saw it. So if it works for children, it works for adults. So if
Yes.
you are surrounding yourself, because it's community, right? This whole
Right.
season is about community. If
Absolutely.
you are surrounding yourself with people who are defeated, depleted, and basically deserting the dissertation, it's going to discourage you and make you feel like you need to desert the
Mm-hmm.
process. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to surround yourself with people like you did, who are in it and going through it and succeeded, and now on the other side doing it, but now doing it and reaching back. Like, you're sitting
Absolutely.
here, you're sitting here saying, I can be a mirror for you and I can reach back. Yes, we need to normalize higher education. And how do we do that? We have to make ourselves seen. We can't
Yes.
get our doctorate
Yes.
and then just go in our little professor cubby or our business cubby or our consulting cubby. And, the saying goes, get all you can all you get, sit on the can and forget about the rest. You
Mercy.
can't do that.
No, we can't do that.
We
We
have
can't
to
do that.
reach back because we become that mirror. You talked earlier this morning in one of your meetups about the
Yeah.
mirrors that reflect us.
Let me just say, I have a connection. It's open to whomever. It's called a connection call
Yes,
where we
and it's
connect
excellent.
people. We can. It's only
Excellent.
been what? It's only been 2 years now.
It's
We
so
connect people
good.
with their purpose and power, and it's just a space. It's just a space.
It's a space that you need to
Every
be
first
in.
Sunday, 8
First
o'clock.
Sunday, 8 a.m. And this Sunday, you talked about many of us are standing in front of distorted mirrors that
Mm,
are giving us a distorted reflection of ourselves. So,
yes.
what we see is not a true representation of who we be or who we are, right? It's not a true representation. So, it matters. What are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you looking at? Who is in front of you? And
Yes.
most importantly, who has your ear?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
whoever has your ear can shape your future.
Yes.
And it's just
Yes.
true. It's true.
Yep. And we've been talking about like that for the whole
The
season.
whole season.
How you choose what should your mirror look like,
Yes.
right? Who needs to be in front of you? Who doesn't need to be in front of you? Okay? Cuz that's just as important,
Just as important.
right? Who needs to be in front of you and who doesn't need to be in front. And we're going to talk about that more tonight. Representation
Matters.
matters. Shows you what you can believe in and what you can do. So you
Yeah.
want to make sure that you have someone in your circle, in your doctoral community, that you can look to as representation. If they did it, for me, it was Dr. Fraser and Dr. Magna James. If
Mm.
they did it, I could do it too.
And for me, it was you.
Oh,
And for all of y'all out there, she can be it for you. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know how I can say it. Her wisdom is designed to shrink time. She is here,
that's
a
the first
resource.
oism in your book.
It is, because it is. It's designed to shrink time.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you reach back and you sit on platforms like this, like your connection, so like your free resources. You're consistently pouring out, pouring out, pouring out, and trying to help those that are in the doctoral process and those of us that are out of it, that are doing what doctors do, and those who aspire to be in the program. You are
That's my call.
you're helping everybody. Yeah, yeah, it's you for me. I know that's right. I know
Thank
that's right.
you.
And it's
Oh,
and it's
thank you.
it's just true. And I think that so often I did. We miss what's right in front of us. You know how many years you reached out to me, Kesslin, before I said yes? 4.5.
Wow.
4.5. Because I chose to not put you in front of me. And what it caused delays, it caused distraction, it caused discouragement, and it cost me 12 years.
12 years. That's a lot of money, oh.
It's a lot of money
Good grief.
and a lot of time and a lot of heartache and headache, because what was in front of me was reflecting. Y'all know my story. You know, I almost didn't pass my first oral defense. I answered everything correctly. So I said, why am I not passing? And they said, well, it's because you don't speak like a scholar.
Mm,
That's what they told me. Y'all know
mm.
my story. And so it was after that point. It was 12 years from that point. So
Mercy.
so people that were
Jeez.
there were not necessarily, and there's no shade to them, but they were not necessarily there to push me and get me through. They're like, listen, if you can't do it, then there's you come a dime a dozen.
Mm,
We
mm,
got an
mm,
ABD for you right here.
mm.
Because and I'm not throwing any type of shade, but I'm saying is that there are people out there designed to help you, and they're sitting right in front of you. But sometimes we
And
we
it's our call. Like
it's a call
this is what I am called to
to
do.
do.
I know I know that doctoral research makes a difference in the world. And for me, I'm a social worker, so I have that bend, right? I know that research matters. I am on a few committees right now. Trust me, people want to know the data. Research matters. And so if I can help the world by helping people learn how to do the research that matters, I'm walking in my purpose. Exactly. This is my purpose. Yes, it is, Dr. McMillan. Thank you for being here. Absolutely. This is my purpose. And I'm honored to do it. It truly, if a little girl from a little southern town with a speech impediment and reading comprehension issues could get a doctoral degree, that would be me.
Mm,
I know that other people can do it too.
absolutely,
And
a
there are
hundred
certain
percent.
things that I've learned along the way that I gladly share. So let me just put a plug in here.
Yes,
On November the 17th, I am having a doctoral success summit. People have already said, why are you charging so little? I'm like, because I want, this is, money is important, but mission for me is more important. And I am on a mission to help people. So, if you are interested, I need you to follow me, Dr. Kesslin, on Facebook, IG. You're going to be seeing the ads come up. The website is launching this evening for
yes,
people to register. drkesslin.com/success summit. And I want to share information with you. Listen, the world needs you to
yes,
learn the skills, become the expert that you are so you can shake the world. That's what
absolutely,
this is about. That's what this is
a hundred
about.
percent. That's what it's about. Mic drop. Sign up.
All right,
Register.
let's go. No, it's just
Register. We're done.
yeah, I need you to be in there. I need you to be in there. So
Good stuff.
drkesslin.com/success summit. Thank you so much. Listen, since we have some doctors with us tonight, let's go ahead and get our doctoral roll call
Roll
in.
call.
Roll call. We have with us tonight. Let's see.
Woo-hoo.
Let's see. Let's see. Dr. Dwayne Wood. Hey, Dr. Dwayne. How are you? How are you? I saw Dr.
Yes.
Lakeisha McMillan.
McMillan.
Hey, Doc. That's my sister girl. That's my sister girl. Hey, sister girl. She's an MD, mind you. She's
Yes.
MD,
Hey,
doctor.
hey, hey,
Yes.
hey, hey.
And hey, Lanika, welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
I saw somebody else here tonight. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for coming. When you join with us, it just makes our day. Hey, Andrea Harden, how are you from Florida? Welcome,
Yes.
welcome, welcome. I saw
Welcome.
somebody from Alabama. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. So listen, Doc. It is eight
Listen,
twenty three. We got
shh.
we got on a tangent.
We did, but it was an
But it was a
important.
good. It was an
It was
important
an
tangent.
important
It was
tangent.
an important
It was
tangent.
important.
It was an important tangent. All right, let's do our question, and then I'm gonna give our yeah. Let's do our question.
Okay.
We already know we're gonna go over. Let's do our question. So somebody said they sent me a private message and they said, "I'm stuck on this literature review." Like I get that question all the time. People are sick of the literature review. What are some keys to writing the dreaded chapter 2?
Not the dreaded.
The dreaded chapter 2. So we're going to talk about that at the
Mm.
summit, right? I'm going to give you 10 steps for successfully completing your literature review, and you can do it in record time. But
Mhm.
for tonight, I'm just going to share that you should start writing your chapter 2 from day 1.
Day one.
If you have, and I have this in the book, Doing the Doctorate, You should start knowing your research topic. You don't have to know it specifically, but at least know it broadly.
Mhm.
And start writing. Everything that you write in your doc program should be about your subject.
That part.
Don't waste time. I want you to write everything on your subject. And you're not just writing to write, you're writing to know what's out there.
Out
So
there.
start writing your chapter 1, chapter 2 from day 1. Start writing.
Mm.
Second thing, I'm going to give you 3 tips. Second thing, write an annotated bibliography for all of your resources. Yes, it takes more time, but it's going to save you time in the
In the
end.
end, yes.
I learned this from Dr. James Stewart. He was one of our, on the fourth Sundays of every month, I have a coach, a friend who has a doctorate come in to coach those who are in my program. And he completed his literature review in 1 week. 1 week. 1 week. 1 week. One thing that he said that he did was he'd written an annotated bibliography all along the way.
Wow.
So everything that he'd read that was relevant, he wrote
Mm.
an annotated bib. So when it was time for him to compile it, the literature review was just a compilation of what he'd already been doing along the way.
So good.
1 week.
That's so good. Why didn't somebody tell me that?
1 week. Man, 1 week. So listen, and that's just one of the tips that we give in our Monday night sessions. 1 week. So, write your annotated bibliography. Write your chapter 2. Start writing from day 1. Write an annotated bibliography along the way. And use a resource management system.
Yes.
Trust me, you will appreciate making the investment in a data resource citation management system. People ask me all the time, well, which one should I use?
Mm.
And I say, have you gone to my website? Go to the website. The free resource list is there, and I
Yes.
give you a set of tools that you can use to help you manage your citations. So go to the website.
Go
So
to.
much stuff is free. Oh my goodness. It's free, y'all. Go to the website. Download the the guide, the resource guide, and the some of the options are there for you. And there are many. So those are the 3 tips. You know what? I think I, those are the 3 tips.
That's it.
That's
And those are
it.
great tips. Those are excellent tips.
I
And
wish I knew them.
I did too. And, I had the issue, and I don't know if anybody out there had the issue. My father in law got his doctorate from UMass, and he was also a professor at Penn State. And
Mm,
when I got accepted into my program, he said to me, everything you write needs to be about your topic.
absolutely.
He's like, even if you have an idea of what you're thinking about writing, just everything. He's like, I don't care what the class is, you need to make it fit what you want to write eventually. So when I got to my first class, I said that to my professor. I can't remember what the first class we had was, but the way the assignment was we could choose what we wanted to write. So I said, I want to write on this because when I do my, dissertation, this is what I
Mm,
want it to be on. You know what he said to me?
don't do that.
Don't worry about that's so far away. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about your dissertation until you pass comps. And so for the 4 years pre-comps,
Oh, wow.
that's 4 years, I just kind of wrote whatever because every time I said, hey, I feel like I want to write, and they're like, no, that's don't worry about that. Everybody said, don't
Oh,
worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
oh,
So I just have a question.
oh.
What do you do? What would you say to someone who might be in that same situation where they are getting the advice that I got, which is just worry about your core classes, take your classes, write your papers on the topics that are relevant to your class. Don't try to curtail it to what you want to write about in the future because that's far away and you can worry about that after you pass your orals. What would you say to somebody?
I would say, do you have a rich uncle? If you have the time and the money to stay in school for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years, then take that advice. However,
Mm.
for those of us who don't have the resources, we don't have a rich uncle, we don't have the time, I would say hear the recommendation, but write on your topic.
Yeah, that's good.
I would never tell anyone, don't write on your topic. That doesn't make sense to me. Use every moment that you have to develop your dissertation. Even if you don't know how to use the information that you're gathering, gather it anyway. It will
Hmm.
come together in the end. I would never I would never give that advice. Ever. That's a waste of time.
But they're giving it.
You may not know how to put it together until later, but at least you can be
Yeah,
gathering the
yeah.
information.
No, that's
Oh
good.
man, that hurts me.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's
No,
real.
start
It's
writing from
real.
day one.
And I think you don't know what you don't know, right? So
Exactly.
as someone that's new coming in, to hear a trusted professor say that to me, then I'm going to go with that. So I think that's why it's so important that you don't just need a dissertation coach, you need a doctoral coach.
Yes,
And
we
there's a
talked.
big
Yes,
difference,
there's a
right?
difference.
It's because then you can have those meetings, with Dr. Kesslin and say, okay, here's what my professors are saying to me. What
Yes,
do you think about that? Because it's not that the professors are not in your corner, but they are not assigned to you. They're not called to you.
that's
They are
right.
not your Moses, okay? They're
Right.
not. And you need a Moses in your life to help guide you through the process. And that is not your professors. It's not.
Yeah.
And if you don't have anyone that you can be like, okay, that kind of sounds off, or I don't know about that. And you need someone you can bounce that off of before you get to the dissertation
Listen,
process.
that's why I tell people. Some people say, "When do I need to get a coach?" I say, maybe not your first semester. Maybe not. Get in and kind of get a feel. But you need to be talking to someone, at
Yes.
least have a consultation as
Yes.
soon as possible. And you may need to start getting a coach your second semester,
Right.
your second year, because you want to reduce your time.
Yep. Yep. And I will say this, you may not need a coach till your second semester, till your second year, but you need a community day one.
Listen, absolutely.
Day one.
Facts.
Day one.
Facts.
Day zero. When you start applying, you need a community. And that community will point you to the right coach for you. But you
Right.
need a community. You cannot
Right.
do this. You cannot do this alone.
Right.
You can't.
I'm just gonna encourage folks, go back and look at this
This
look
whole
at every
season.
just look at the whole season. Just look at the whole season. Because we tell you what your community needs to look like. Like, everybody can't be in your community. You need people who have expertise, who have experience, who've been there and done it. This kind of journey, this doctoral journey, it's just not like any other journey you've ever been on.
Not. It's not.
It's just not.
It's
It's
just
just not.
not. It's not.
So you need people who can pour into you some good oil, right? Some you need people who can pour good stuff into you
Yes.
because they know it. They've been there, they've done it, right? So we've been talking about what those people kind of the characteristics they should have, and we've been talking about some of the characteristics that they should not have.
Wow.
Like, you should
Yeah.
not be around someone who's inflexible, someone who's egocentric, someone who is dishonest, like, and there are many more that we've talked about tonight. I'm just going to add one because we're already over time.
Down. Yeah.
You want to be in a doctoral community or have a doctoral coach who has you want them to have goals that are compatible with yours. If their goals are incompatible with yours, then they don't need to be in your community. If they
Mm.
say, I don't think you can finish in 2
Oh
years, you
no.
say,
Bye.
I've
Bye.
had clients who said, my chairperson said it's going to take me a year and a half to finish. I said, no, you can be done by December. And they're like, really? Yes. It does not take Doesn't have to take forever. You can be done. I've heard I've heard so much over this last 10, 12 years of doing this. Listen, you want someone in your community who is compatible with your goals. The incompatible, if they are incompatible with you and your goals, it's time for them to move on. It's time for you to move on.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah.
Right? That kind of person does not belong in your
Nope.
community. There are so many more. Listen, I guess we'll pick this up next week.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say this. Old mindsets are no longer compatible with the journey you've embarked on. So you gotta it's just not compatible with this journey. So
And that may mean you may lose some folk.
and that's okay. That is okay. Um we have to be everybody can't go.
Everybody
And this is
can't
coming
go. And that
from
sounds
me.
so hard.
It's so hard because
That's
from
hard. Oh.
my whole mantra, and my husband will tell you, is nobody's never not invited. That means everybody's always invited.
Mm-hmm.
And what the Holy Spirit has been teaching me is you can't get to the levels I need for you to get to if you hold on to that. Because there are people that are designed to sabotage your journey.
Mercy.
And that's their job. And because you want to be so inclusive and you don't want everybody to be, and so you let them be a part of your journey and you're wondering why everything is not working.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're like Jonah, throw them overboard.
Mm.
And the storm will cease because they don't belong on that boat anyway. He wasn't supposed to be going to Tarshish. Okay. He was supposed to be going to Nineveh and he got on the ship and messed it up for everybody else. So, and listen, it's not being mean. Okay? Boundaries are not being mean. Boundaries are protecting what you've decided you want to go after.
Absolutely.
And
that God has planted in you to do.
Right?
So everybody, the snake with the snake oil, the venom, listen, they can't go with you.
It's not compatible.
It's not compatible.
It's not compatible with the journey that you've embarked on.
And that can be so hard.
Yeah.
Especially when people really don't understand. There is no way that I can adequately tell you how different this journey is from what you think it is.
You need a community.
Like, when you get in it, you realize, this is not like my undergrad or my master's degree. It's not. It's just not. It's not. You need a community.
You need a community.
Yeah, you need a community. Yeah. So that's the doctor's orders for tonight.
Yes.
Listen, incompatibility. All right. Oh, what's up? House call. Where are you going? What's going on?
We're doing a lot. We were chilling in October, but in November.
You were chilling in October. You were busy in September.
I was busy in September, chilling in October, and now we're picking back up. So first stop is Vegas. So I'm going to be talking with Dr. Teresa Byington. I'm super excited. She wrote the book on joyful leadership, banishing burnout in early childhood. And I'm writing a book on how to become an anti-racist early childhood leader.
Yes.
So we're going to have a collaboration.
Doing what doctors do. Yeah.
We're going to have a collaboration in Vegas. I'm excited. And then I've been asked to go back and speak at my high school for the Athletic Hall of Fame. They're asking everyone that's been inducted, the women, to come back and speak into those women because representation, it matters. So I'm excited. I'll be going back to Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey.
Hey, Jersey.
And then I'll be in Minneapolis for the DEC conference. Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. I don't know. I'll be planes, trains, and automobiles.
Listen, the next week or two will be quite busy. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, in terms of my house calls, my other hat is serving as the interim executive director for the North American Association of Christians in Social Work. And we have a Jersey in the building. Alicia said, Jersey in the building. Hey, Jersey. We have our NACSW convention this week.
Wow.
Starting Thursday. So I'm going up on Tuesday, because we have board meeting Tuesdays
Mm-hmm.
and Wednesday, and then convention. No, board meeting on Wednesday and Thursday. Convention starts Thursday through the weekend. It's going to be fire. It's going to be so good. So I'm getting ready for that. It's going to be busy driving to Pittsburgh.
It's a beautiful drive.
It is a beautiful
It's a
drive.
beautiful
I
drive.
opted to drive. It is a
Especially in
beautiful
this
drive.
season. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. So driving up to Pittsburgh, and then the next week, Doctoral Success Summit
Summit.
is going to be Friday. I'm going to try a Friday this time. Usually I have things on Sundays, but I'm going to try Friday. Friday, November 17th from 2 to 6 p.m. That's day one. We have a bonus if you want some individual time, and if you want to talk about publishing, that's going to be on Sunday. But
Oh, nice.
yeah. So we have a carryover. But the summit is going to be on Friday. I hear an echo. That may be Nyla's way of saying it's time to go. Nyla's like, it's time to go. Yeah, I have a dog. For those of you who joined late, you may hear her making her claim to my time.
Yes, you're on her time at this
I'm
point.
on her time. Yeah, it's 8:40. I'm on her time. So anyway, so yeah, it's gonna be really busy, really cool. I have a wonderful next few weeks ahead of me, and then taking a break.
Yes.
It's almost time for us to take a break. It's been a great season.
It's been a
like,
great season.
wow.
Season 2. We're almost done.
Season 3, we really will be. We
In
really
the
will be in
studio.
studio. Oh, we had such high hopes for this season, but it's all right.
It's been great, though.
Yeah,
It's been a great
It's been
season.
great. Well,
And
doorbell.
there it is.
Yeah, so
That-
kids,
it's-
dog,
you're like,
must be
we're
time to
done.
go.
We're
Yeah,
done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, time to go. Time to go. All right, everybody. We thank you so much. Listen, I cannot end the show without reminding you about the doctoral program.
Yes.
The doctoral degree is not merely a degree of intelligence, it is a degree of persistence. And we are here to help you persist. So I forgot to give you the registration link
Yes.
for the summit. www.drkesslin.com/success summit. All right, /success summit. I need you to register.
It opens tonight. Registration opens tonight.
It opens tonight. Yes. So
Yes.
I will see you there. The doctoral degree is not merely a degree of intelligence. It is a degree of persistence, and we are here to help you persist. Why?
Because your research
matters. It matters. Talk to you, everybody. Thanks so much.
Register,
Talk to you soon.
Register.
Bye. Love you, Mom, Dad. Bye.